Yes, we are back. 2Gs, 1 pod, your mum's favourite duo, back in the studio again. What you saying, Andy?
I'm good. I was waiting. I was like, what's he going to ask me how I am? Yeah, man, I'm good. Basically, so we just recorded a J. Cole episode. It was good, man. Had some good debate about a very divisive figure in hip-hop. And now we're going to give you, as we do every month, and we need to feed the streets. We need to let them know what's happening. And we need to let them know what songs have dropped in the last month that we're vibing to. And listen, if we're vibing to it, you know it's a banger. Because we only play bangers. Anyway, so we're joined by the guests that were in our last episode again. Does everybody want to have a quick should we do another drum roll?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Everybody. Well, let's just go around an intro.
We've got Mech Thickums.
It's your boy, Baller Ops, aka Ops. No government.
He came in with that bedroom.
None.
It's your boy.
You don't know what you're trying to like seduce. Why did I do that? I don't know, but you know, this has to be done.
That is the worst voice to follow up because now you just hear me sounding very, very light. Anyway, it's Hisham, aka the Brown Hero.
Brown Hero. I love that.
I love that name.
I really like your podcast name, you know. 2 pots in a D.
2 G's in a pod.
So
The level of disrespect.
sorry.
You're only pretending to have messed out there. That was a definite shot.
No. That was not a shot. That was actually an accident. 2 pots.
Okay, yeah, so if you notice, we were playing. We started off with Barking by Rams, and this has sparked a lot of controversy, a lot of discussion about it. So, Ops, you wanted to say something about it?
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter. So a lot of people just getting at him saying, "Oh, the song is shit," or "The song isn't lyrical," etc., etc. And fair enough, you might not like the song, but the same people I'm seeing are bashing it day in, day out. And I just feel like it's a bit too much. Like, it's just a bit excessive, in my opinion.
For me, the thing is, because I've heard like both sides of the argument. Because Ugo, who's gonna come on the show soon, she's a friend of the show. She doesn't like the song, and she doesn't think. She said she WhatsApped me. And she said we need to discuss like people pushing like artists that aren't good just because they're from ends, and I've seen stuff like imagine what this is gonna do for his life and all that kind of stuff. Him getting the number one. Like, imagine what he can do for his mum and his fam, all that kind of stuff, which is nice and all. But for Ugo sings and stuff, so it's like for people that actually have talent. No, I'm not saying he doesn't have talent, but like for people that perceive that the song is shit and this guy's blowing and he's not as talented as me. For them, it's a bit like, I've been grafting, I've been working.
Yeah, 100%.
This
I
guy
can get
blow
that.
with a song so I've heard that side of it. But then on the other side, like people were parroting his live performance, which was shit, and it was funny. It was funny, but J Hus can't sing live. People love J Hus.
A lot of these UK musicians can't perform live.
Coach Punch can't sing live. I've seen both of them live. They're both sick artists. I love their music and I love their performances, but neither of them can sing live.
That's the thing, and that comes part and parcel with using auto-tune in your music.
Yeah.
If you use auto-tune in a lot of your songs for the singing parts, live performance, it's just not going to sound like that. Even if you can sing decently well, it's not going to sound the same as the recorded.
So it's not like that. Basically, I think that the Rams kind of hate has been it's been too much, personally.
I just don't understand why people like. Can we not just support everyone, even if it's like? I'm not a big fan of the song, but I like the fact that I think he's 20, right? He's young, right?
Yeah, he's
young. I like the fact that. Mate, he's doing numbers. Like, I swear he's trying to battle right now with Eminem right now. Like,
Eminem doesn't deserve number one.
Yeah, but that's UK.
His album was awful.
His album was dead.
I've never.
We're gonna play when we get to it, when we're talking about the new music that dropped. We're gonna play the Chloroseptic remix because that's
that popped. Yeah, I can't.
And we'll talk about Eminem.
I just feel like like he's a black guy doing well. Like
no. Speaking on Rams, like. I don't think you can hate on someone for figuring out a formula to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. I don't think you can hate on someone for that.
All you can do is just be angry that you didn't think of it first. That's why, because I used to hate on what's his name, KSI, and I don't like his videos.
I dislike him a lot.
It pissed me off because like me and my brother play FIFA and we bang jokes when we play FIFA, and we're definitely funnier than this guy.
I get what you're saying.
This guy popped getting all these views from recording him and his brother play FIFA and they get angry at each other. I used to chuck the controller at my brother. Like, people would have loved to see this.
And I should have done it first.
And I was like, oh.
You just
if only
recorded
I had
it.
a friggin' camera in my room.
Everything just lined up for Rams.
Honestly, yeah.
And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's not lyrical, blah, blah, blah. But how many hit songs can you think of that are intensely lyrical and the lyrics make sense? Percocet. Molly Percocet. Is that very lyrical?
This guy, you were about to
It
dance
could
there.
be very well.
You were bare like
No,
shaking.
no, 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 no.
I was about to really rub there.
Just think about it, yeah? A self-aware anthem from someone warning you about the dangers of drugs.
So you're saying it's a drug PSA? Is that what you're saying it was?
That's one way of looking at it, isn't it?
I don't buy that, man.
Come on.
Oh
I
god.
think he was just hired, he got in and he was just talking about the drugs he had in front.
He was pointing to the table. Percocet. I
Do you
got Percocet there.
reckon- do you
Molly.
reckon-
Percocet
Do you
there.
reckon all these rappers that actually sing about Percocet and all of that drugs, do you think they actually do it, or do you?
I mean,
Not all of
No,
them.
Future's come out and said he
Not all of
doesn't,
them.
right?
Future said he doesn't,
Future
but,
said-
Future
but that was
is
for the
also,
sake-
he's also in a custody battle. So
Well,
you're not gonna jump and say, oh yeah.
Hey, Judge, Your Honor. I just injected before I came here.
So
Man.
you
These
can't-
drugs
you have
must
to
be
take it with a
expensive
pinch of
as well.
salt. Yeah, but these men are rich, bro.
It can't be that expensive.
How do you know?
Probably is, bro. You're not
How do you
living-
know?
Oh no. To that level, yeah.
These men are rich. Though. But
Percocet.
yeah, like personally, I think we should support Rams, and I like what's happening in the UK scene. I'm a big fan of this Afro swing. I feel like it might be my favorite kind of UK genre right now.
The thing I will say to that though is I don't think that people necessarily have to support it. I'm just saying if people are bashing him every day, like what's the point?
What are you getting from bashing him?
Yeah, we
bust.
get it. You don't like the song. Like, well done to you. You don't like
You
it.
get a joke?
And then
You did.
Sorry.
oh, what happened?
I'm hoping I didn't hear what I heard at least.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. I said, you said, what do you get from Bassett? I said, you bust.
Okay.
Oh my god!
She did.
And you didn't
Cool.
laugh. I was looking at you
I
like,
was
you
like,
best
she's
laugh.
not
I was like,
she's not
you didn't
gonna
laugh.
laugh. I don't know. Fine, fair play. She delivered.
Yeah, so it was the point of so bashing. I don't even gonna. Okay,
Let's get serious.
attacking him every day. Not gonna use that word.
Yep.
And then my second point was more so along the lines of I forgot what I was gonna say.
Bash.
So
I completely
don't-
nick your thunder here and just
yeah, so don't
finish your point.
So there's that, and then so the Afro swing. So you're saying that you like all the Afro swing is all well and good,
I'm a
but
big fan.
I can't lie. A lot of tracks nowadays sound
the same.
very similar.
Yeah.
But what I want now, this year and next year, is for a lot of the lesser known UK guys, such as like a guy called Nux,
A2,
Nux,
A2,
That's it again.
House of Pharaohs,
House
with
of
a
Pharaohs,
unique
yeah,
sound.
yeah.
That's not because the industry.
Hey, Sam Weiss, yeah.
Yeah.
Big
The
up
thing is,
to him.
Those people, like, I feel like their music isn't. I can't see it blow. Like, I support them and I want
Yeah.
them to blow because I love their music, but
Yeah.
I can't see it appealing to.
Listen.
the masses.
No,
can't
you never know what's coming next though. You never know
That-
what the
that
next
kind
wave
of stuff-
I
is.
think-
That kind of stuff isn't going to be on the radio.
Listen.
I think you can.
Once it's
I,
not-
I feel like I feel like Sam Weiss, yeah, Lizzie, that song.
Yeah,
I can see
he's part
that
of
be
House of Pharaohs.
popping in. I don't know. I haven't been like. I feel like they play a lot of those type of music in Shoreditch, but I can see myself. I can see him doing well in the music industry. But I don't know. I don't know if he's putting himself out there, like like the
But
other.
them lot are young though, no?
Yeah, it's true.
Very, very
They're
young.
young.
Very young. To talk about your point, Andy, in terms of you don't think that it would appeal to a mainstream audience. Let's think about what actually contributes to a song becoming mainstream.
Yeah.
A lot of it is radio play
what I'm saying, but
and
Can you see that stuff being
pushing.
paid on the radio?
No, but it's down to the tastemakers, the people in control,
That's
to
true.
push those sorts of music. They'll push whatever they want.
Yeah.
That's why we're hearing so much Afro swing, because
To
it's
be
being
honest,
pushed.
yeah, this is part of the reason that it's part of the inspiration for like why we made this podcast, because it's like I feel like
You want to play what you don't hear, I guess?
Yeah, and not only that, like what's becoming mainstream, like what becomes mainstream and stuff is shifting away from like the tastemakers being the radio shows and stuff. Because like I only listen to the radio when I'm in the car with my mum, so I can't play on my aux.
Do you
'Cause then I
guys
can't play the
listen?
radio version,
Do you
innit?
guys listen to like radio,
Yeah,
like
I don't
Represent or
listen to
Radar?
them.
Like, do you
I
actually
used to
like
have.
listen? Not saying that they're not good or anything, like Radar if you're listening, you know. But like, do you guys actually sit down and like listen to Radar
Oh no, not radar. I mean,
or
radio,
like
just-
Represent?
Oh, as in those stations.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
do you-
Any
I've
radio
listened to them,
station.
but in general, like I just listen. If
Maybe
I'm
'cause-
gonna listen to music, I listen to like what's on my phone. Like
maybe because I'm not whipping, that's why I'm probably not listening to radio stations.
My mum. This is a side one, but my mum loves listening to the radio in the house.
In the house.
She loves it.
What kind of station? What
parents
station?
love doing
Huh?
that,
She
man.
loves it.
What station?
No,
I feel like
like
that's-
Troy's
My
an
mum-
LBC.
Is your mum like
LBC.
them
I was
cool
gonna say,
moms?
like,
Loves a bit
Is
of
your mum like
LBC.
them
All I
cool
pictured
moms?
there is that your mum like bangs Charlie Sloth every night.
No, there's Charlie Sloth. She'll listen to like BBC Extra, and then she'll then listen to a bit of LBC. So it's a bit of a. It's weird.
My mum listens to gospel and that's it.
Is that it?
My mum listens to Muslim music.
My mum said that if Beyonce were in the room, she probably wouldn't know who she is. I'm serious.
That's a
I'm
lie.
serious.
Everyone knows how Beyonce.
No,
What?
my mum, she was like this. She was like, because my sister asked me, was like, if Beyonce were here, would you like recognize her? She's like, I think so. I was like,
Maybe.
my mum listens to gospel. That's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna get into a tune called "Party Here" by Octavian, which dropped recently. He's a
Oh,
dope
yeah,
rapper.
that
for-
pops.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is "Party Here."
You know,
Yeah. So that was what's it called again? "Party Here."
Octavian.
Party Here by Octavian.
Listen,
Yeah.
his boiler room is mad. It's sick.
Really?
He's a really good artist. Like, I've only just heard about him,
Start listening to him.
but he's sick. From what I've heard so far, he's sick.
There's loads of new UK guys, as we mentioned, A2, Nux,
Yeah.
House of Pharaohs. A guy called Josh Collard, a guy called Lancey Foe, who I I bang his
Bro,
stuff
you
off.
tweet about him so much.
Honestly, he's so wavy.
No, he's the one who did that. What's that tune? About it.
About it. He's like the first UK sort of like
Trap
not
guy.
mumble rapper, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's that type of wave, and it's like genuinely
Like,
him
his
doing the
He's
music.
good as well.
It's sick, yeah.
He got banged in the face one time on stage.
Oh, yeah.
By who?
Some guy ran on the stage and just punched him.
Just took that much offence at his performance, or
We
just
don't-
like?
we don't know what happened.
No, I think it was because he was performing and then he dashed water. You know,
Oh,
like those
yeah.
rappers, like
Yeah, yeah.
Dash
US
water on
rappers
stage,
do
but he was
it.
like,
But
"Stop
UK, it just didn't run.
You need to
It
know
just
your
didn't run.
audience. You need to know
Yeah.
your audience.
It's funny because ironically, my cousin was actually the one that promoted
he
that
said,
event.
yeah.
Yeah, so he was telling me all about it. It's just a bit mad, yeah.
That's a shame.
It's a big shame, yeah.
Because I remember whenever people talked about him, that's the only thing that I remembered. Like,
Yeah.
that he got banged in the face. Hard
Yeah,
shit.
well, he's bounced back.
Yeah, he's bounced back, man. His music is really good. Anyway, yeah, so we're talking about music that's dropped this year. Oh, sorry, this month and towards the back end of December as well. But yeah, Cardi, which was the Cardi B's follow-up to Bodak Yellow. That dropped, which is we're playing underneath right now, and then we'll go into the Finesse remix.
I love that song.
Yeah, like Cardi B's really winning right now. You know, she had last week she had 5 songs in the top 10.
Is it?
She was
She was on the
50%
first
in the top
since
10. It's mad.
Beyonce or something like that.
Yeah, the first
And then the
Beyonce
Beyonce
to
stands,
dominate
just
the-
got on her.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with the beehive.
They are mad.
That's-
Have you offended them yet, or?
No. I would
It's
never
coming.
even attempt
It's
it
coming.
because they will never stop.
That's too much. It's too
Nah,
much.
they will never stop.
We'll definitely inadvertently.
Beyonce, Avi, Twitter. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm not coming anywhere near you guys. I don't want that smoke. Yeah, I don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
Never.
Anyway, yeah, so let's get into the Finesse remix. So yeah, that was the Cardi B remix of Finesse, and what you can hear underneath is Moonrock from Is it? Oh, intro. I'm lost.
We need to introduce a new.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we never properly
You know
introduced.
what's
We just
I'll
randomly
cut that
start
out.
talking.
I always forget. Daniel's just always here.
Daniel is here a lot.
He's ever present, so my bad. Daniel, why are you looking at me like that?
Trying to work out
I'm
who just
sorry.
offended him or
I'm
not.
sorry.
Well, every time Daniel comes onto the show, you send for him. Like,
I'm just, I didn't send for him. Essentially, I
In a
didn't
very
know.
very subtle way. Not the-
slight sense.
yeah.
We've got Daniel. McFicker had to leave. We've got Daniel here.
Yeah.
But you have nothing to say.
I mean, yeah, my name's Daniel.
My name's
I'm
Daniel.
usually here.
I'm glad that you
I like walks in
I
the
take
park.
pics. Yeah.
Yeah, so underneath we're playing Moonrock off the Hunter Jack tape, which was Travis
Absolutely.
and Quavo's collab.
Yep.
Wait, did you say you like it? Say you
I,
like
I
it.
played this on my show
On
an
your show
hour
as well?
ago.
Oh, really?
Moonrock.
Oh, you know, you should plug your show. What's your show called again?
Half Man, Half Amazing.
Half Man. Half
On
Amazing.
an hour before you guys, so if you just want
Yeah.
to have a great Saturday night in.
Do you release it on like SoundCloud and stuff as well? Because we put us on SoundCloud and iTunes.
I know, but like, won't Travis Scott personally come after me and
No,
shut me
don't
down
worry,
for
don't worry.
making peas off his
Listen,
name?
We're not big enough yet. Eventually they're gonna come. Like,
Something to worry about when you're when you're more successful.
It's a problem for future TVs.
True.
Yeah, but I wasn't a big fan of the
No?
of the Travis thing. the Travis and Quavo collab.
Mm.
What did you man think?
I liked it actually. From the first track, Modern Slavery, it popped like my speakers were literally working at full tilt.
I saw you on your snap.
Yeah, I got these new JBL speakers, and
Lord.
the bass kind of aspects on the side, and then it like kind of moves. I love it. It's so sick. I love
You
it.
recorded these and look at it twice. Obviously, you're joking, man. Big man thing.
It was a very central moment.
Yeah, no, I don't know, because for me, it was like, they'd hyped it for a while, and I wasn't, no, but your mic's working, so it's gone. They'd hyped it for a while, and I was expecting, I was expecting more. The songs, none of them are bad, but none of them really, other than Moonrock I liked, the rest of them, it was like, they were just...
They were cool. It was cool. It wasn't like amazing,
Yeah,
but it was
exactly.
cool. It
And I was
very cool.
expecting
I liked
something
it.
like, especially because they're two artists that seem to have like a really good chemistry, so I was expecting, more like, I don't know, I would have expected...
What were you expecting?
I don't know, just something, you see how Pick Up the Phone?
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
expecting
that
something
level.
like that, yeah.
But then I don't
Can
think
you do
that
that
they,
for a whole album?
Not for all the tracks, obviously, but I was expecting
Yeah.
them to have a song like Pick Up the Phone.
Oh, okay,
Like,
fine. Isn't
a
that
song
sort of
that
happy
is
vibe?
a
Yeah.
collab song.
Yeah.
The chemistry between all of the artists on it is mad, and like, I thought it would blow as well. Like, yeah.
the song Eye for Eye,
Take
that
Off.
is so that one is picked up quite quite a
And
lot
that's the
of
one I
steam.
would not have expected.
Yeah, same,
right?
same. I wouldn't have
And,
expected it either.
Black and Chinese, I heard it in a club the other
Yeah.
day, and I was like, right, I didn't even think that.
Black and
Props to the
Chinese.
Black and Chinese.
Knees.
Census here. So we had 3 big collab albums, I think, in the last 3-ish months.
Yeah.
Future Thug, 21 Savage,
21
Offset,
Savage, yeah.
and Quavo and
It's
Travis.
mad how you
What are we
forgot
picking?
Big Sean and Metro. I just forgot.
Nah, come on.
What the hell was that? What was
Leave
that?
Listen,
it.
We'll get into that.
Those beats should have been given a Future
we say what
for a
rank-
start,
rank-
but
rank
yeah,
the
yeah.
three?
Rank them, yeah.
I would rank the 21 Savage and Offset, then the 100 Jack, and then Future Thug.
Mm.
But personally, we're going to talk about it later. With there's this other guy, Jamel, that comes on the show a lot, friend of the show. He we're going to discuss whether collab albums are even good and if they're even worth it, because sometimes it's like we'd rather just hear from the artists themselves.
True.
It feels too much like a money grab. They're
Yeah,
putting
just
out,
it
so,
can feel a bit contrived when loads of people are doing it at the same time,
Like
one
Nav-
after another.
Nav and Metro didn't need to be on it.
Nah, that did not have to need to happen.
No one was asking for that.
Nav is a producer. Why you?
We just
Yeah,
don't.
exactly.
We just don't need to hear from Nav. To be honest.
That's so separate.
It's completely right.
Listen, now I've stopped using the N-word, so he's my guy now. He's my guy.
His
since he
music
stopped
was
using
so
it.
much better when he was
Yeah,
using
listen,
it.
that's what I tweeted at the other. I tweeted
Nav when he used to say it.
I tweeted I liked his first project first, and then some guy replied like, "I'm not gonna lie, Nav was better when he was using it." And I can't lie, it's true. He was better, but can't have everything.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
the collabs we've had this year. Were there any other that we missed? We had the Nav, the Big Sean.
Does the Big Sean one really count? Because
I mean, it's the same as the Nav one. Because I was thinking, does it count because you're linking with a producer, so it's like they're not actually.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it counts in the same way as.
Yeah, I meant more like big hip hop, like
actual
superstars
people
linking
spitting
up
on the
like
track,
that.
because
Yeah,
Metro is
yeah,
not spitting on the
Wait, so
track.
is Big Sean not a big hip hop superstar?
yeah.
He is in
No,
that
because the thing is,
conversation.
That's another conversation
I
now.
can't
That is
remember,
a
I'm not
conversation,
big-
yeah.
I'm not a huge Big Sean fan. I like his music, but I find myself underwhelmed by him a lot.
He makes good songs. He doesn't make good albums, in my opinion.
Dark Sky Paradise is a good album.
Which has 6 very good songs and a lot of filler for me.
It does. Have
Finally
some filler on
famous.
there. Finally famous.
What?
Come on.
The album.
Nah.
It was
That's
cool.
just-
It was cool.
Nah.
His
It was
best,
decent.
Punchline rap.
his
like, let's leave
his
it.
best body of work by far till this day was his Detroit mixtape.
Yeah, his
mixtape.
mixtapes.
That's
By
that's
far.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It was a sick mixtape, and
I
then
haven't
since
got
then
into
he
it that
hasn't.
much, to be fair, yeah.
It's really good.
I think he makes decent.
I can't remember
albums,
who, but someone dropped a really outlandish statement saying he's technically probably like pound for pound the best rapper alive. And I was like, ooh.
I've heard that. I've heard people say that.
Charlemagne the God
Charlemagne,
rated.
Yeah.
but then again, Charlemagne
Charlemagne
will
said that.
say literally anything.
No, but
on
he's
it, so-
lyrically, he's very good.
He is good lyrically.
He can rap.
But he
He's
also
the
has-
best.
Can rap.
He has
He's
a
got
lot
a
of trash
sick flow.
bars too.
It's his voice and his delivery
It's
isn't
too-
the
he
best.
He sounds like he's bored.
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
lazy.
So like Drake can say, "Oh, I'll tape that," psst, and then people will be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so sick." But it's because his delivery is
Yeah,
sick,
yeah,
his
yeah,
voice and his
yeah,
inflections as well. But Big Sean can say the most
Yeah.
lyrical thing
Sure.
and it not be received the same way.
Some of them are mad. Like some of his bars are actually really.
That's
sick.
true.
Yeah.
Sean killed Drake on the track though.
Which one?
Oh, all me.
Or me.
Yeah.
He
Not
definitely-
too many artists have killed Drake on the track.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
it.
On the one where he's barring, where Drake is actually going bar
yeah,
for bar. Yeah.
What blessings though? Who won that?
What was Kanye's verse like?
Kanye just stole the show with like
Yeah,
3
Kanye-
lines.
I think
but
Sean might have won that.
I think so too.
Sean might have won that. Yeah.
But I think when
Bruh.
Kanye came, wait, but
So Sean
But
is
they
just
have a
like.
full-
Kanye didn't have a voice. He had the
Should've just watched
the
Drake.
shortest verse of all
But
time.
it was sick.
because I'm
Yeah, that was a hard-
It was a remix. It was a remix, right? Am I wrong?
It was like the extended mix.
Extended
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was literally
I
so
prefer
good.
that
Sean had
version.
to take it off his
I was
album.
gonna say,
It was
that's
like,
the version no, because I was saying, and basically, so we recorded an episode where we were talking about the Grammys with the Mandem, and
Yeah.
that's coming out like this week at some point. But I was saying that I think on Control, like although Kendrick's verse had the most impact, yeah, Sean's verse is the best.
That's
To
true.
me. Kendrick's verse is good and stuff, but it's more that it was like a it was what's the word?
A moment.
It was a moment rather than like Sean.
It was something that hasn't
Sean's
been
verse
done
is-
in that
yeah.
way before.
That's why when Sean says he didn't get like washed on Control, I can understand where he's coming from because his verse isn't bad. It's
Yeah,
a
I
good
wouldn't
verse.
say he got. I wouldn't say it was the
But
best,
got
but he
parts
definitely
of-
didn't get
yeah.
washed. He
Yeah,
definitely
but
didn't
you
get
got
washed.
part of that,
no.
How are you gonna let someone
Nah,
call your
nah.
name out
On your own track.
On your own track.
You're
Yeah,
moist,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You're so
What about the other Sean Kendrick track? On Khaled's album.
I didn't like either of their verses, to be honest.
You didn't like either of their
I don't
verses?
like that song. The Holy Key. I don't like that song.
Wow, I
Yeah, I don't like that song.
I'm not a
man.
fan.
I thought they had
Too
good
much.
verses.
The woman singing is too much. She was
Oh, no,
coming
no,
from too deep.
no, no, no.
Alright, real quick, yeah, because we're gonna get into the Chloroseptic remix. But did any of you listen to Eminem's album?
Absolutely not.
No.
skimmed.
Wait, are we not going to talk about Sir?
So, I know the
He
thing
is wavy.
Yeah, sorry,
he
he's
is
playing underneath.
wavy.
Yeah, we spoke about him earlier. Sorry, we started. I
did
think it
we?
was episode 7. We
Oh,
started
yeah, we
with
did,
his
yeah,
tune. Yeah. Something Foreign. His album finally came. It's an amazing album. Like I was banging.
I haven't
it.
listened to the album yet. I'm gonna listen
It's
to
good,
very
it.
especially if you want to chill.
Yeah.
Definitely get into that album.
When you say chill, what type of chilling are we talking about? There's chilling and there's chilling.
Anywho, yeah, that Eminem album. Basically, I wasn't expecting much from it. I couldn't get past the first few tracks. 'Cause it was dead. But the thing is, we're about to play the Chloroseptic remix, which I do like, and I think Eminem really goes in. And he's doing it in response to the criticism. So it's one where it's like, why is it that you have to put out a shit body of work and be criticized before you can finally come out and give us something that is of the quality that we expect from you, that kind of thing. But should we get into the tune and then chat about that?
Yeah.
Here's the Chloroseptic remix by Eminem, 2 Chainz, and Fresho.
Yeah, yeah, my GG wagon, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the Chloroseptic remix. As I said, so the album was disappointing, and you can't take like it was disappointing. Everybody knows it was, but my question is just why does it require you getting parred before you come and actually give us something that we want to hear? You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, I don't want to hear anything from Eminem for a while. I think he needs to take a long break.
Yeah.
I don't know where Eminem fits in this current generation of music. Really, like what's his role?
He needs to.
What's his angle?
Uncle.
He might need to. Do
Uncle to the scene.
You know what?
He might need to do the Jay-Z and just like mature and come and give like a mature album. I don't know.
But do we want to hear that from Eminem?
I don't want to hear anything.
He's
from
not that
him.
guy.
Yeah.
He's not that.
Do we want to hear life lessons from Eminem?
Yeah. Sometimes just retire. Like.
This is the same guy that was spitting in chicken nuggets and giving it to people in
Yeah.
his music video. That thing was disgusting. I remember
I
it.
remember my grandma. I was watching the video. Yeah, my grandma was there. She said, this is nasty.
Because it's not great.
Anyway, yeah. So something else that dropped this month was the Scary Hours EP from Drizzy Drake.
Taranto.
My guy.
Yeah, listen, I'm a big fan of it. Like, I'm excited to hear from Drake because not only these 2 tracks, also he's got a feature on the Migos album, which we're going to talk about in a second as well, which is very good as well. And I'm thinking, like, see how More Life wasn't like, it was well received, but it didn't go very far.
Yeah, it didn't age that well, did
He
it?
didn't push it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
push it very far. Like, he didn't submit it for the Grammys,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
So, and it didn't connect with his US fan base the way he thought it would because of all the like UK people and stuff.
yeah.
So I think with this next album, it's kind of crucial for him because it's like
Yeah, 100%.
I think Drake's past his peak. Yeah, like peak
Yeah.
Drake. I don't know if people agree. It's a debate.
I think he just might have plateaued. I think he's not gonna go any higher, but I don't necessarily think he's gonna go lower. I just think he's like plateaued.
He might, that's actually a good point. I think I agree with you there, but I'm saying like if this next album isn't good,
it could
then
be,
it's gonna be a
it could be
sign
bad,
that
bro.
he's dipped.
Well, he's released a lot of music within the last like couple years.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
features, bro.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
mad. It's ridiculous, and you can
People don't
oversaturate
put
the
enough
market.
people don't put enough respect on his name though.
Yeah.
Like when his career is done, after like obviously there was the ghostwriting allegations and everything.
Allegations, it was true. Did you hear the reference tracks?
The OVO sweatshop is working.
Brother,
But anyway, what was I saying? Like when his career is done, people are gonna remember him for being like one of the most versatile artists of our generation. Like
definitely.
he's I mean, I can't speak highly enough about the guy personally.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan. I think he's moist, but that's a separate issue.
But no,
He's
the
light
two
skin,
is
man. He's light skin.
it's interesting. It's interesting.
You're
'cause-
just moist at times, bro. I can't even lie.
Is that the narrative you're pushing? Fair enough. No, but it's interesting to see like the contrast in the two tracks you could release in that Scary Hours EP.
Yeah.
So one being like
like
Diplomatic Community, more like lyrical, and the other one, Don't Pull Up at 6 a.m. to Cuddle with Me. So the different.
Sorry.
No, but like I can't lie, like I like that song.
I like Savage Drake as well. I like when he.
But I want the Take Care Drake. That's gonna make me feel again. I
gone.
want that
he's
Drake. No, I want
dead.
that. I want to feel this year, 2018. I want to feel. So I like that message of Don't Pull Up at 6 a.m. to Cuddle Me. I love it.
I still listen to Marvin's Room.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Marvin's room.
Bro, I was
Marvin's
saying-
room's sick
We
track.
mentioned it before.
just on the rogue one on a Friday night. instead of going out, just sitting there
Just chilling in your room.
in the dark, just scrolling through your phone, you're in the contacts like, who's gonna get it tonight? Who's gonna get that message? Hey, big head, who's getting it tonight? Oh, I love it.
Like, let's
Shot
get
from
into
the
let's get
altitude
into
as well.
God's plan. We'll get into God's plan now, and then we'll talk more. So here's God's plan by Drake.
Yeah, my GJ Waganje.
Feminist and Western Road. Yeah, so that's God's plan, man.
Might go down as G-O-D.
Yeah, at first, like, because you see the way people gravitated towards that song more because it was, it's obviously the more like hype, more lively song, yeah. So I preferred Diplomatic Community, and I think I might still prefer it, but God's Plan is it pops, like it's a tune. When it comes on in the club, man, everyone's screaming that. Isaac got very gassed yesterday.
I'm sorry.
Isaac got very gassed yesterday. Yeah.
So quick. How's it already in clubs? And
Yeah,
already,
man.
Like,
Honestly, and like people know the words. Even I know the words. I'm thinking I've only listened to it like 3 times outside of the club.
Yeah.
There's some very quotable lines. That's why.
I can't lie. When it first came out, I listened to it all day. That whole day.
Same.
That whole
Because
day.
I tweeted like, so we're on Twitter and I tweeted like, what are the 2Gs listening to today, and I tweeted that, and then within a second he quoted it like, yup.
Yep. Absolutely yes.
Yeah, so something else that dropped this month, it dropped yesterday in fact, the Migos, when they dropped Culture 2. I was skeptical because I feel like we've been hearing too much from the Migos recently.
Way too much.
I wasn't a fan of the Quality Control compilation tape, but I think that's because it had Lil Yachty over it, and I don't like that
I
guy.
can't lie. I don't like him, but he's been snapping on features
His
lately.
features are good. His features are
Snapping.
good. But I don't know. I just can't support the guy. I just don't rate him personally. But so I was like, oh, you know, I don't want to hear from the Migos again. And then I woke up. I saw the album. I saw 24 tracks. I was like,
Bro, it's a long, isn't it?
guys,
24
Settle
tracks.
in.
1 hour 48.
it's 25, isn't it?
Was it 25?
I think so.
Is it 25?
It's long.
I was like,
let's check it, actually.
It's too easy for these guys to make songs, man.
Yeah.
How they
That's
making so many
24
songs?
tracks. 24 tracks.
24?
But
But
yeah,
bro,
it's 24.
the songs bang. Like I love this.
All
album.
of them?
Not all of them.
Not all of them,
Definitely
but
no.
I was listening like, but I had it basically on repeat. Like,
60% of them don't bang. It's the same. It's the same. 60%. 60% of the album is the same song.
Yeah, bro,
It's the same
I
song,
got
but a
lost
different
at one
person
point.
on the.
I
I
wasn't
didn't know people
sure
was gonna
if
get
the song
hate.
had changed, and I
Exactly.
realized I was like 3 songs down.
Wait, I wasn't expecting to.
I haven't listened to the album yet.
No, like the songs that bang, like Bad Bitches Only,
Yeah.
etc.
We're playing underneath.
21
Yeah,
Savage
yeah.
complete steals out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, I'm a little bit sad that
21,
Migos isn't the best part of that song. It's full on
Honestly,
21
100%,
Savage.
yeah.
Bro, Takeoff on this tape, yeah.
He came into his
we
own.
discussed Takeoff a lot on this, and we called him the Michelle of the group.
Wow.
And I'm still
He
gonna
is the
stick by
Michelle
that,
of the group.
but he's different to Michelle in the fact, and I said it on the last episode, I'll say it again, it's different, like, in the way that Michelle was not the most talented of the group, Beyonce was. That's why she was the star. Whereas with the Migos, if you say Quavo's the Beyonce of the group, yeah, he's the most recognizable.
Yeah.
And he has the most kind of like star power kind of thing. He's not the most talented, he's just the guy that does the hooks. Like, his bars are probably the weakest of the three.
Who? Takeoff?
No,
Quavo. Yeah,
Quavo,
100%.
yeah.
Takeoff is like, for me personally, I prefer Offset. Like, he's my favorite Migo, but like, Takeoff I think is the best rapper of the three.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
And
His flow comes hard.
on this album. Like,
He's coming to his own.
bro, he's stealing majority of the tracks.
There's
Like,
a song in particular, Made Men, I think.
Yes.
yeah.
Is verse was wavy. He came on
And the
first
way he
as well.
comes on as well is just it's
That
mad.
song
It's
is
mad.
that song is good as well.
We're gonna get into thingy, Walk It Talk It next, the one with the feature with Drake.
Fuck it, like
Bro.
I talk it.
The best part was I was walking down the road. I was like, "This is good." At some point, I'm going to start counting how many times they've said the opening line.
That was my only issue with the song. Like it went on because I thought they were gonna switch it up, say something else, but he just kept on saying
But
walk it
he's
like I
still
talk it,
going.
walk it
Someone
like I talk.
screenshotted the rap genius of it with all the lyrics, and it's literally an A4 sheet of Walk It Like I Talk It. One A4 sheet.
It was
You know
gonna.
what's
Still
really
bang,
funny?
still bang,
My
don't get me
brother,
wrong.
my brother just WhatsApped me the Migos feat Fire in the Booth with a true teamwork, yeah. Basically, so yesterday, like, my sister's not a big Migos fan. She hasn't really listened to them much. And she started listening to the album yesterday. And she messaged me, she's like, I really like what the Migos do. I love their teamwork. She's like, one guy does the ad-libs, the other guy does the hooks, the other guy sings, and then they take it in turns. True teamwork. And she was like, I'll listen to Thick and Pretty, which is off the compilation tape. And she was like, so Quavo says, I like my women thick and pretty. And then someone comes and says, pretty and thick. She was like, it's excellent, really. And I was like, listen, their teamwork is exemplary. You need to, I feel like they all have one brain in this.
Literally, you can tell they spend a lot of time
Yeah,
together.
they think as
they
one.
ad-lib like normal conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally, they do, they do.
Together, like,
They're family though, right?
so I think
Takeoff is Quavo's cousin.
Yeah,
No,
that's it.
uncle or cousin.
It's
Cousin.
mad.
It's his
I think it's
uncle.
Uncle.
That is
Uncle.
the sickest uncle in
Quavo is Takeoff's uncle.
Yeah, Quavo's the
The other way
oldest.
around.
Oh, yeah.
Because Quavo's the oldest. Yeah.
That's crazy
It's
though.
mad because
How far apart are they in
Quavo's
age?
25 and Takeoff is like 22.
Takeoff is
Yeah.
22.
Takeoff's
He looks like a grown man.
Yeah,
He looks like his third. I thought he was the oldest.
The drugs will age
Still.
you.
Nah, he's the youngest. He's
The
the
drugs- the
youngest.
drugs will age you, bro.
He's the youngest.
But yeah, let's get into Walk It Talk It.
Ah.
yeah, my GJ Waganje.
I think Drake stole the show on that one.
You reckon?
I'm telling you, yeah. Sean like washing Drake on a track is not
big
that's
thing.
no mean
Yeah,
feat. Like
yeah.
Drake usually
Yeah.
has the best verse on tracks.
Yeah. He used to call himself Captain Hook, man. He's like, I got all the hooks and kind of, like if Drake is on the song, it's usually gonna fall.
Yeah.
That's why this is the one that is like most people have been talking about since. I mean, it's only been one day, but this is, most people have been talking about this song since. Yeah. Drake really went in on that.
Can you think of
I
anyone
don't know
who
what you
is
can
like
think
anywhere near as consistent as the Migos in terms of just releasing material and it being good? Like
Future
continuously?
was, but he like
He's kind of stepped back from releasing an album every week, hasn't he?
yeah.
But
So,
Drake.
Drake.
but Drake has
Drake
Drake
is a
been that
different-
prolific
Drake stepped back
I
from
think Drake's-
Drake stepped back from
features
like
and stuff.
this year.
He was away
After,
for
from
a
July,
while.
July until like here, we hadn't really heard from him.
Because there was a period he was doing like all these little
Yeah,
freestyles and
yeah,
features
yeah.
like 0 to 100, that type of era. He was
But I
just
think
doing all
you're
sorts.
right. Yeah, Drake. If you talk about consistently releasing music, like I'm tempted to say flooding the market. Like,
Yeah.
His Future,
Yeah.
Migos, Drake, who else? Because like these are on the opposite side of the spectrum to people like J. Cole and Kendrick. Like, release and then go away.
I've got kind of a side point in terms of like artists releasing loads of music within a year or whatever nowadays, especially with streaming. I think a big reason that a lot of artists are doing that is to get those streams up.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that will influence how much or essentially revenue they're getting.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big factor as to like why the Migos released this album because
Yeah,
it's
you're
one.
right,
It
you're
seems
right.
so
a
soon.
year after the last
So
one.
soon.
And the anniversary of the last one, right?
But,
Yeah.
but the thing is as well, I feel like this album is good. Like I liked it, but it's not gonna have the same impact that Culture One did. because
Definitely not, no.
Culture
No.
One had first he had Bad and Bougie, he had T-shirt, which was like my favorite song of 2017. So I just had to plug it one more time. But like Culture, I mean, you got Grammy nominated. This isn't gonna get Grammy nominated.
No, because like Culture leading up to it had hella singles that were proper hits.
Exactly.
And then they
and
dropped.
it had thingy, Cool Casting.
Oh, Cool Casting.
The
What
maddest
tune?
ad-libs I've ever heard. He's like,
Yeah.
or something. I was like, you couldn't even write it down. You couldn't write it down on paper. What they said. Oh man. Yeah, so we're coming to the end of the show. I want to thank you guys for joining us. And I guess you guys want to have a shout anybody out or anything.
Yeah, it's just you can follow me on Twitter, I guess, @BallerOps.
You probably already followed him. He's big out here.
Not really, no.
Anything you might want to say? You don't want to shout anybody out?
Your mum, your auntie.
Shout out Alicia.
Alicia.
She's in our design project group.
Yeah,
She's been grafting hard. She's done a
Group
lot
work.
of work.
She is
Respect.
She's a
does
machine.
everything, man.
She's a champion.
We've become,
Alicia is the
You know what
star.
we've become as a group? We've become like, we just make sure she's comfortable so she can work. Like,
Facilitate her.
legit, just now I was like, so I came from study rooms to here. I was like, yeah, so have you eaten lunch? So,
We need to work on getting her a comfier chair.
Yeah.
Make sure she's comfy when she
Get a
works.
pillow for
There
her
was a
neck.
point where she took a break and everything just grinds to a halt.
Yeah, like no one was sure what to
no one knows
do
what
when
to
she
do.
left.
She just
we were all
mushed it
like,
in work.
She's
we
mad.
need Alicia here. We
were
don't know
looking
what
at each
to
other
do.
like, Wagwan. And then like Daniel was like, where is she? And then he goes, should I message her like, when do you think you'll be back? And I was like, bro, let her take her break. She'll be back soon.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
Yeah, the Brown Hero. Do you have
Well, I
anything you
mean,
wanna shout
I
out?
guess shouting out my show is the most appropriate
Yeah,
thing
of
to do.
course,
So
man.
just
Yeah.
tune in an hour before or follow us on @AmazingHalfMan.
You know what we should do? We should do 2Gs in the pod X amazing.
Why not?
Half man, half amazing, and then we might do that as the episode. I'll decide tomorrow. I'll decide how I title the episode tomorrow. Because I always try and come up with like a kind of witty
that
title
would
and
work,
stuff. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, so as you know, a lot of good music dropped this month. Right now, underneath, we're playing Vows by Nux. I haven't heard this song before ever, but
Yeah,
Ops
new
was
UK
showing
guy.
me.
He's
Yeah.
really, really good.
Nux
He's got a
is
lot of
very- Nux is very-
exist,
I've heard some of
Nuts
his
is
stuff, yeah.
sick.
and he's got a lot of material, or old material out already. So he's
Oh,
been
yeah,
doing
yeah,
it for
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
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 check
yeah,
out his
yeah.
SoundCloud for sure.
Okay, and to finish, we're gonna get into King's Dead by Kendrick, Future, and J Rock and James Blake. And it's a mad tune. Future does some ghetto falsetto.
I don't think there aren't words invented in the English language to describe
Wait,
what it is
wait.
he does.
What do you guys think that Kendrick and J Rock were thinking when they heard that?
How do we top that?
How do we talk Alright, on that note, follow us on @2Gs in the pod, @2Gs in the pod _ on Twitter. And we'll be back soon. Thanks for listening. Here's King's Dead.
Peace.
Yeah, my GG,